20 years ago, I had a powerful encounter with God that changed my life forever. Out of that encounter, all I wanted to do was tell other people about Jesus. So I went to all my friends and family, and you can imagine I had different reactions. Some were like, wow, that's great for you. And then there were others that totally received it, and they came into the kingdom. My sister came to Christ 3 months after I did. My dad came to Christ 18 months after that. And after I had shared my faith with all my friends and family, the Holy Spirit came to me and he said, I want to teach you how to reach people that you don't have a relationship with. And so he dropped me into New York City with another young evangelist. And we woke up every day and we prayed, God, where do we go? And he would highlight different ones to us and say, that's the one I want you to talk to. And then we'd say, okay, what do we say, Lord? And we began to get into conversation with them. And as we began to talk with them and began to hear their stories, the Holy Spirit would fall. People got saved. I saw people get healed. I saw people get delivered. I literally felt like I was witnessing the book of Acts come alive right before my very eyes. So I came back from that trip. I was so excited. I remember thinking to myself, why would I stop living this way? I mean, I just did that on a short-term missions trip, but why would I stop just living Jesus' lifestyle everywhere I went? And then I began to realize, wow, there's a lot of lost people in my city. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach them all. And the Lord said, you need to mobilize the church. I said, well, God, how do I do that? And as I began to look around at the church, I thought, man, there's some real brokenness and I wasn't seeing a passion for the lost and a passion for God like I had been experiencing. The Holy Spirit began to minister to me and he said, there are several challenges in the church right now. Number one, a lack of intimacy. People aren't creating space to spend time with me and to connect with my heart. Then he said, there's a lack of holiness in the church. People are casual towards sin. They've been in this culture that's so steeped in immorality that the church has begun to look like the world rather than more like me. The way that you get righteous, the way that you get holy is not by doing more or trying harder. It's actually spending time with someone who's righteous. And then finally, there's a real lack of obedience. I've made my heart very clear. I want my church walking in maturity. I want my church spiritually multiplying. I want my church engaging the culture with the gospel, demonstrating the kingdom. And so it was out of these conversations that took place over several years that Messenger BOOTCAMP came forth, a 10-week discipleship experience designed to call you and equip you to move from being a 2-hour on a Sunday Christian to living Jesus' lifestyle 24/7, 365. But here's the deal. It's 10 Saturdays in a row. This is not going to work with your schedule. It's going to cost you something. You're not just going to get great teaching. You're actually going to see Jesus' lifestyle modeled to you, and you're going to be activated into it. He died so that every single one of us could go up the mountain of God, cultivate intimacy with Him, walk in holiness, and do the works of God and the exploits of God. So I want to challenge you, church. Will you go?